Sub by1, XQW, Willow W82 80s here, and we're jumping straight into the race for this one. So one of the manufacturer races in the Gr.4 class at Willow Springs. So this is just a short summary of the first race we did, so starting in P6. And let's jump straight into lap 4, right behind the Volkswagen in front of us. And seems like he's going a little bit wide. Let's try to go for a move here. On the inside, side by side with the Frenchman, Calimero. And side by side, but the next corner is to the outside for us, so that will be very difficult. Can we make it stick? Side by side, but he just leaves us enough room, and we go up to 5th position. And onto lap 5, we can see someone in front in P4 into the desert, and off the track he goes. Very bad place to go off. You just lose so much time there. And on the final lap already. So short summary of the first race, and right behind BSG we really want that 4th position, so let's push for a good result into a slipstream, but very difficult to overtake him because the Alpha are very bad on the straights, but let's try anyway. One more major opportunity to go. Last corner right now, let's try something. As he defends the inside, we go to the outside, can't make a stick. And oh no, just too fast into the corner, and off we go. And yeah, that's just how much time you lose. Yeah, very bad to just over pushed a little bit. Let's still try to finish this race in 5th. A big gap behind us here, as we see already one position we lost towards Siva. Can we maintain our 6th position at least? It's just not to rub some more salt into the wounds. We just finished PA. So yeah, let's try anyway to get another race to get a better result as we did last time. So quickly going to the grid. In P6 we have Johnny Tillman, our countryman, also a good buddy of us. And in P7 we're starting in P7, and in P8 we have Leonidas. Wolf starting in P11, Tom 61 in P12. So yeah, last race, really wanted to try to get that 4th position, but yeah, it didn't work out that time, so yeah, we still tried it anyway, so let's hope it will work out better this time. As in P20 we have Kosti Razgris, probably didn't have the best of qualifiers in this race. And we got a race on the way here in P7, so one position down onto the last race on the starting grid. So let's try to stick with the cars in front of us. We're starting this race on the normal compounded tires. So yeah, as you can see in front of us, 4 cars are front wheel drive cars, so very quick on the start of the race, but their tires will probably deteriorate after a few laps, so that hopefully gives us an advantage. And with us I mean Lando Norris 69 and Johnny Tillman and me, and yeah, hopefully you get a small advantage by a little bit better tire wear, let's hope. So not much happened this first 2 laps, so let's go a bit forward into the video, traveling to the black hole of time and space onto lap 4. As we can see in front of us, Lando Norris going for the move on the Volkswagen, Smith I think it is, so yeah, Smith it seemed like, and up to P4 he goes, and yeah, Lando Norris, not the real Lando Norris because he's from Luxembourg, so probably a big Lando Norris fan just. Yeah, I don't think Lando Norris plays this game. And he would have probably picked a McLaren as well, so that's why you know it's not him. So you can see some awesome battling going on in front of us. 4 cars side by side, or yeah, 2 by 2. It seems like Johnny also managed to gain a position, and Smith goes down to P6, but he decides to go to the pit stop. That's very early on lap 4. So yeah, you can just see how much these front wheel drive cars have struggled with their tires to have to stop already in lap 4, so that's very early. And judging by our last race, we can do about 8 laps on those normal compounded tires. So yeah, I sometimes call them soft because they are relatively soft towards the hard tires. So, and some battling in front of us. Seems like Lando now trying to go for a move on the other Volkswagen, which he managed to do, and Johnny also slips by. So seems like his next Volkswagen is struggling with his tires. So yeah, we have a hard time keeping up with the cars in front. So let's just try to stick to our own pace and let's see where we can get. So until the end of lap 5, seems like Carlos going into the pits. Side by side with the Mercedes and the Dodge. It seems like the Mercedes got third position. So yeah, now the Alpha really comes into play a bit more because of the better tire wear, I would say. So let's try to get a bit of advantage out of that. So yeah, still some more laps to go for us before we decide to go into the pit. So probably 8 laps soft and 2 laps on the hard, so 2 stops for us. As we can see, Lando Norris, the Luxembourgish driver, with a penalty. Very curious to see why. I think he might have cut the track a little bit and got a small penalty out of it. 1 second or something like that. So come to the penalty zone. So he does something clever. He goes into the pit stop so that he avoids taking his penalty. So once you go into the pit stop, your penalty doesn't count, so yeah, it just disappears. So that's something very clever to do from him. And up in that position we go, in front of Sherpa. So a lot of Volkswagens in this race. But yeah, we're right now on older tires, and you can just see these Volkswagens were on the front of the field, so very quick onto fresh tires. So we're not going to fight him too hard. Let's just stay to the outside and have the position. This is not our race that we are racing with him. So. And now let's try to get some advantage out of his slipstream. So trying to stick with him the best we can. As we are getting very close towards our pit window. So yeah, very crucial now to just stay in his slipstream so we can just gain some top speed on these long straights. Definitely a lot of time you can gain with the slipstream in this Alpha car. So on to lap 8. Seems like Johnny also does a longer stint in this first part of the race. So yeah, very interesting strategies to play off in this race. You can just see how much the Volkswagen Sherpa is gaining on the Dodge of Johnny. Yeah, once they get into your slipstream, these front wheel drive cars, they just easily overtake you, so quick on the straights. We can really feel the tire wear now kicking in, especially on the rear left tire. So it's easy to spin out right now, so we have to be quite careful. But yeah, we're going to the pits after this corner, so let's try to survive it at least. Yeah, we managed to do it. Yeah, very tricky corner that one is. So into the pits we go. On lap 8, let's go once again onto the normal compounded tires. So yeah, we'll pit again. Was somewhere between lap 15 or 16, so that we have some new hard tires to the end of the race. Let's see we come out here. Just us out to Wolf. Into P8 we go. So yeah, let's try to make work of overtaking him as quickly as possible, so that we don't get held up too much. You don't want to lose time once you're onto fresh tires. Right behind him now. Can we overtake him? Let's try to go to the inside. Yeah, it just left us the room to go for the overtake, so that's very, very friendly of Wolf. And up to P7 we go, so we can make we can do some maximum attack on these new tires, and let's hope to gain some time onto the cars we were racing before the pit stops. Carlos was one of them. He's driving right in front of us in P6, so he's on the same strategy as us. Or yeah, not the same strategy as us, but in the same race, I mean. So, and Lando Norris as well. You can see in the far distance in P5. Smith into the pits once again. So already a second stop after 9 laps, so very early of him. We can see him coming out behind us. So curious to see what kind of strategy he is on. And it seems like we're closing in very rapidly towards Carlos, the Spaniard. So you can just see how much fresh tires are doing at this point of the race. So you get quite into slipstream range now, so let's try to overtake him as quickly as possible, so that we once again don't lose too much time. So right into the slipstream, so let's try to take the next few corners as good as we can, so that we can pull off an overtake hopefully. Into the slipstream, let's hope now to get a very good exit out of this corner. So just backed out a little bit to get a very good run on him. So he's just going to go a little bit too aggressive on the curb, and that just lost us a little bit of time. So it'll be very difficult for us to make a move onto the first corner. So you can see Johnny coming out of the pits, so we just going to join in front of him. Still in P5, but we get a good exit out of this corner, so he defends the inside. Let's try to go around the outside, but yeah, just not enough grip to the outside of the track. But let's try anyway. So back into the slipstream, and we can just pull our nose beside him, but he just pushes off into the gravel. We just managed to save it. Yeah, that was very lucky that we managed to keep it on track. So down to P6 we go. We have been overtaken by Johnny, and we have dirty tires as well. So that's yeah, that's very sad, because I think we could have made the overtake stick, but he just pushed us off. So that's very frustrating. We can see Johnny fighting with Carlos, going for a move, and seems like he just pushed him off as well. So taste of his own medicine there for Carlos. And yeah, sadly Johnny got a 2-second penalty out of it, seems like. Yeah, Carlos didn't get a penalty from pushing us wide. But yeah, I think the move we did on Carlos was it was justified. I think we were quite enough alongside of him, but yeah, it was very weird because he also drove himself 2 wheels off the track. So yeah, that's why I think it was deliberate by him. Because normally if you don't see anyone, you're not going to drive yourself 2 wheels off of the circuit, I think. So especially if there's gravel onto the side of the circuit. So coming out to the penalty zone right now. And yeah, Johnny not too happy with that penalty. So yeah, up to P4 we go. But yeah, not the way we wanted to gain a position. So yeah, in my mind, Johnny is the driver of the race in this one. What a legend. And in the meantime, we are on lap 13 of this race, so time's really flying right now. And we got an empty track in front of us as well. So yeah, 3 more laps to go before we have to pit for going to the hard compounded tires, because they are mandatory in this race. So let's try to get the most out of this normal compounded tires while it still lasts to drive on them. Let's hope we don't need any more rallying skills in this race. But yeah, we're very lucky to keep the car on track. I was terrified that I was going to spin into the gravel. So yeah, once you get into the gravel traps, you just need to be very cautious with the throttle and just let the car quite roll through the gravel, and yeah, that's a way you can get out. So you can see Lando Norris into the pits from his medium tires, and he's going to go on hards, I assume. Yeah, there he is. On the hard compounded tires, we're just going to go around the outside and up to turns, but yeah, we just have to do another stop in this race, so another position we're probably going to keep, but yeah, we're not going to make it too hard for him, but we also don't want to lose too much time. So yeah, he's a bit too far behind, I say, to let him have the position, so I'm just going to stay in front of him for a little while. And we're also still on the medium compounded tires while he's on the hard, so yeah, he will be a bit slower if he's not on the normal tires. So yeah, now it's a better time to let him go through, because yeah, we don't lose too much time here if we let him go. So yeah, I can just see how much faster the Mercedes is on the straights. Yeah, I also had a bit of slipstream that helped as well. Let's try to keep his slipstream right now and hopefully gain some time out of it as well. So yeah, Johnny and Lando just seem a little bit faster than us in this race. Don't think if everything went right, we would have been able to catch him. I think yeah, our position in this race was probably somewhere between, yeah, somewhere around P5, I think. Especially because the two Volkswagens really struggle a lot on their tires. Oh, I also want to mention, I really love this Willow Springs track. One of my favorites. A lot of people don't seem to like it, but I really do. A nice flowing track in my opinion, and also very unforgiving. Once you make a mistake, you're off into the large gravel traps, and yeah, you just lose too much time. So yeah, I really like to see some of those old school tracks, and I really like this track. A lot of people don't seem to like it, but yeah, I do. And on to lap 16 right now. So it seems like we really managed to stay with Lando Norris. Let's try to do that for one more lap so that we can can hopefully get a good place once we get out of the pit stops. But yeah, if Johnny just managed to keep right behind us, we're going to give him position back, because I feel like that's the right thing to do. Absolute hero he was in this race, so So yeah, let's do him a favor back if we can. So now it's about pit stop time. I was really surprised to see that we managed to keep up with Lando. So that's a good sign to see. And onto the hards we're going to go right now. Very tricky once you get onto the track on a different compounded tire. Very risky to outbrake yourself, or yeah, that the car doesn't want to turn the way you would like because different compounds. Off we go. We're going to come out right behind Johnny Tillman. It's into B5, so yeah, that's about where we're going to end up here on lap 18. So final lap, and of course we're not going to overtake Johnny in this race. Absolute legend he was in this race. So yeah, seems like we're going to finish this race in P5. So yeah, still a quite good result I would say, was quite happy with it. So thank you guys for watching and hopefully see you next time. Bye.